Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the barn. It's been a day for me, been a week for you. And as I told you, next we are doing sliding barn door. This is the hardware. I just want to measure everything out and make sure my door measurements are correct. This is a 6-foot line and the opening is 91 centimeters. So I just want to roughly assemble. I want to take the measurement for the barn door and take the measurement for the hole inside there in the house. The rail, this is for the door. And then I will come back out and we'll have a go making the barn door. Some people out there are gonna love this. Not me. As you can see, I'm covered in plaster board. So a few days ago, I thought I was done with all the plasterboard downstairs. And then I go to fit my sliding door here and I realize I was gonna make my own sliding door. My last house I made my own, but I thought I'd get a nice one for the guest bathroom. And what I did previously, these are 16 on center. I just made my whole 16 on center, and that's not the case with these guys. So what you see here is I have to slide out the plasterboard, fit some wood studs behind, reseal the plasterboard, and away I go. I could have put an OSB strip or something on that, but that would bring out the door too far from the wall. So I could recess OSB in this hole, and that's going to straddle 3 studs, so that would work. But you know, a 2x4 is going to be better than anything. So I'm going to chop out the plasterboard, put in the stud, put back on the plasterboard, and I just have a nice kind of 2 or 3 meters extra of taping and mudding for Clare.
Yeah. Got that.
And cut. Okay, so there we have it. A lovely backfilled sort of support, aka lintel sort of a thing for our sliding doors. Like everything on this project, do a small thing, fit a rail, you have to take 3 steps backwards and take down the plasterboard and redo the structural work. Then put the plasterboard back in, and then you're ready to do the rails. So the day is half gone. I'm going to recoup some energy with a cup of tea. Then I shall be back to fit the rail. Probably getting a bit late to make the door, but I'll make a start and it'll take you with me. Yes! So despite the shoddy plasterwork, this bar is looking great. Only issue I'm facing is it's all about 210 to the floor, except the bump in the middle, which is 209. So I don't know if I want to grind it out, but I might just make the door so it lifts, or that it'll cover the lowest point. That might be the way to do it. 209 then down. Okay, let's go see what we can make.
Good morning! Except it's not a good morning, it's a good evening. I don't know what day I have. No, I do, it's Saturday. And today I did the darkness into light walk at 4:15 in Bantry. And then we came back, did a bit more plastering in the kitchen, and hoping tomorrow I can sand the kitchen. But every evening we just seem to like to just come out and do a little bit of gardening. So I just thought I'd quickly show you what I've done. But before I show you that, I might just show you this, because this is quite funny. and the noise was horrendous. So Rob decided he wanted to plant his carrots in the bath. So here's the bath. How's your bath?
Fine.
Where are you going to put it?
I don't know. This is how badly I want my carrots. I've been asking Claire for carrots for months. She won't plant me any, so I have to get my own bat, as any good husband knows. If you want carrots, you gotta get a bat.
Alright, let's decide where we're going to put it.
Fill up that space.
The beams might give it a bit of shade later on in the day.
Okay. You just point me where you want it now.
Yeah, okay, follow me. So anyway, why I was bringing you out here was because we got the beams in, and I think I may have mentioned before, just move this trailer out the way, that I had eyed up these two beds that I wanted to use as, yeah, just here. That the beds I had eyed up when we first came, and this one is a really old one, and it was full of like horsehair. The other one was a newer bed, and I basically just let them rot. Or did we burn them? Did we burn it off? I think we burned their horsehair off, and they were looking lovely and all metally, but now they've gone all rusty, which I quite like actually. But they're going to be
patina, Claire.
Oh, it's a patina.
Patina.
Yeah. So that's they are my French beans. So they're going to climb up the bed frames, I hope. And Rob's got his bath now for his carrots, which we're going to put, I think.
We put two of them. Will I get the other one?
That would actually be really cool.
The other one's in a good condition.
I don't want it though.
You don't want it?
Well, I mean, I don't want it for bathing in.
I think this is like an aluminium.
It doesn't look that heavy.
No, this one isn't. It's a steel bat. The other one's a cast iron bat, so
yeah,
maybe we shouldn't use cast iron.
Well, it's just going to sit there otherwise, and I hate it sitting there. You can always pull it back out if you want it.
I don't think it needs drainage holes.
Well, it needs a hole in the bottom.
There you go. Oh, check.
I've just got the top one. I'll just water the greenhouse and then we're done.
Okay.
I'll just put these to bed.
That's what she said. So I think I mentioned to you once or twice that since doing this renovation project, I don't sleep so good. At night time, I listen to audiobooks to help me doze off. But if I wake any time in the morning, like this morning I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was just thinking about what I'm working on, thinking what I need to work on, and thinking what I have worked on. And one of the things that came to me, I don't even need to be in a workshop, I just do all the maths in my head, was that I measured the door wrong. And maybe it was a blonde moment, maybe I was tired, but it's happened to me 3 or 4 times on this build that I've measured things in centimeters, I have looked at schematics in millimeters, and then for larger spans, they're in meters. So I had to drop 41 millimeters from this roller. It says this has to be down 41 millimeters, and I needed to be up 2 centimeters from the height of the door to split between the floor and the ceiling. And the span of the door was 2.04 meters. And between all of that, I had to subtract and add, and I ended up with the door 19 centimeters too short. So I have to take off one of the braces that I did last night, which you'll have seen on time lapse. I have to cut off a strip of 19 centimeters. I need to roughly attach that to the end, and then I need to cover that over with, I think, with 30 centimeter piece. What is wrong with the Starling? Shh. Anyway, It's early. I came out straight away even before breakfast, so I came out about 8 to have a look at it. I was able to take off the brace and had some breakfast. Now I'm just gonna measure up. I wanted to build this door out of one piece of OSB, but now I'm going into the second one to repair it. So slightly annoying, but I'm gonna get that goddamn door hung today. This morning, before lunch. Time lapse. Okay, overall it's still looking okay. There's an extension at the bottom, which maybe I'll argue that it was really a kick plate, so it was intentional. Claire's laughing at me. Sometimes designs evolve, they're not always as expected. But here you can see the background, that's the little gap there, so that's my 19 mil and then kind of a 30 mil over it. Gives us what we're looking for. It didn't line up here for some reason. I don't know where it went wrong on my measurements, but as it happens, I needed to route a groove in the bottom of it. I wasn't sure how I was going to do that because it's so thin. It's only 22 mil thin. It's a lightweight door, so there's this kind of a slider that was meant to fit into a groove. So I actually think that is going to fit perfectly there. So that's what I mean. You don't know how designs evolve over time. That is pretty sweet. Anyway, let's get this glued and screwed. Hey, got to use my drill. I never dropped the GoPro as much as I drop you. Anyway, I brought up the sliding door. I fitted it. I was taking the GoPro to show, but you fell. But have a look at this. It's hard to see because there's crap outside, but look at that. Look how well this door slides. That is pretty awesome. Hopefully Claire won't destroy it.
What?
Perfect height. Look at that. Get in. I must tighten this thing up. I think it works okay at the back. How cool is that? I need to fit a roller on the bottom. I need to fit a stopper here. And I need to fit, or make some sort of a handle for it. I need to remove this plastic. We've had, even in the last bathroom, in the parlour, we had a shower curtain as a door. So this is kind of important because it's the first time we've had a door in almost a year. A bathroom with a door. What'll they think of next?
It is time for the big reveal. Yes?
Oh. Oh, look at this.
Bum, bum, bum.
We're like all of those posh people
A bathroom door.
that have bathroom doors.
Oh my golly. We haven't had a bathroom door in a year. Oh, well, not in this house. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, you do need a handle in here though.
We need a handle. It's great. So we need a handle Any ideas on what we can use for a handle? We can manufacture something out of an old piece of
Oh shit! I need to
metal that we have here on the farm. When we first arrived, the whole place is just made from pieces of all the barn doors and catches and everything are all made from old pieces of metal. One of the barns is made out of an old spring. I don't know if it's of a car or what it is.
Don't know.
Big old spring. And you just pull it across to lock the door, but they're all and welded together. I think a lot of them are Mike's manufactured door handles, which I just love. So if we can find one that might go on here or something. Mike was the person who we bought the house from, Mike and Liz, and we love just keeping all of the little pieces. So we've got so many little pieces. I'm sure we can find something to make a handle out of and maybe spray it black.
I do really like this.
Super.
I like the process. I'm thinking we should put them everywhere. I know I want to do it in the kids' rooms, but I wonder, would you fit another one off? Well, I don't really want one in our wardrobe though.
I'm not sure. But anyway,
I really like them. Maybe we'll do one for the snug
for
as well.
For the bathroom door.
So I never actually showed you guys, but I drilled in this little stopper. When it hangs like this, you can imagine someone in the bathroom and the door just kind of bouncing around. So this little stopper, you're meant to have like a, I don't know, a router or something to cut a hole for that. But as I told you, these were made a mistake in the design, and I'm making the design work. So that just slots in perfectly there. That locks it. It won't blow out here. And on the other side, I need to put this roller. So how about that? How cool is that? Okay, stopper here. I have a feeling this is in the wrong place, because I can imagine people closing the door, missing the stopper, and just crunching the end off that door. So I'm not sure about this, unless I put a little piece of metal at the bottom of that. I'm not sure, but the roller is done. I have it kind of tight now so it doesn't swing wildly as much. Should take a bit of pressure off that. So it goes for a few inches and then it stops. And if it does go too far, it just bounces off the spring. Super cool. As Claire says, just need a handle now.
Good afternoon. You are meant to be in your shed, not eating ice cream, tidying up. Yes, that's more like it. Off you go in your yellow pants. And your yellow tractor. Okay, I didn't put you on time lapse just to show you do all of this. All of these long lines again, these joints, but that's what I've been doing all today. Today's Sunday, and I had to do it all over again just to make sure that the coverage is enough to sand. Tomorrow is the big reveal. This part probably won't be dry enough, but the kitchen section is going to be, I hope, dry enough, although parts of it are still a little bit wet, like over in the corner there. But anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be dry enough to sand. And we can sand, and then can I believe I'm even saying the word paint? But Rob wants to get the Peninsula going, so, and we don't even know what color we're going to paint it. So And I don't really care about the painting. If I like painting, it would be a joy to do after all of this. So it's not even a concern. And I've just gone and Rob's just been spraying this expanding foam in the bedroom because there were some gaps. And I just went and got it in my hair. So my hair is all stuck to my head. Anyway, stop the moaning. It's a gorgeous day again. Well, we're stuck inside. But hey, it's meant to rain tomorrow for 2 days. So bring it on. Now I see I've got something. Oh no, it's just this glare. It's camera. The screen is kind of glaring at me. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. It's done. The moment of truth tomorrow will be sanded. And yeah, we're really flying along with this. So I'll just show you where I've gone to now. Gone back up to the bedroom. To start the plastering. This room looked great, and now it's all full of shite again. But anyway, it's okay, we're getting there. So I started plastering here. This room is an absolute joy to plaster compared to the kitchen, the size of the kitchen. So Rob's just put some expanding foam here, and I will wait for that to set, and then I will cut it off level with the plasterboard, and then I can plaster in the corner. We don't know what we're doing with this hole. This is a window in the gable end. We haven't really given that much thought, but this whole wall needs a good clean. I'm only going to clean it and literally clean it and whitewash it. There's nothing else going to happen to this wall because this was how they left it, and this actually wasn't visible because there was a shed butting up against it, so they didn't ever do anything with this wall. Only it seems to kind of have like a sprayed plaster on it. Thankfully no paint of any sort, which is kind of keeping moisture in or anything. So I quite like the way that like there's parts of it where there's big rocks visible, and particularly at this end where we had to sort of rebuild a little bit of it. This is just going to stay stone, and we're just going to whitewash the whole thing. And then behind here where the loo is going to go, this wall needs a little bit of attention, a little bit of a rebuild. But that's okay, we can live with that for the moment. So I'll get on with the plastering. Pop you on time lapse for a little while. Cause sure you haven't been on time lapse for a long time.
So what are you up to, Claire?
Look what I've got. This is Mrs. Swallow from this time last year. And she nested up high here in the oats house. And she probably nested there, I don't know how many years. And
she slowed down our build waiting for her babies to grow up, remember?
She did. She had 4 or 5 fat little babies, and they used to sit in a line on the thing. If I can, I'll get Rob to find the clip because they were hilarious. And now she just keeps flying back in the flipping double doors because she thinks she can re-nest in here. But this is my kitchen now, I'm afraid. Things have changed since you went to Africa or wherever you went to.
She probably doesn't even speak English, Claire.
Do you speak English? So the dog just wants to catch her. We're going out this time and we're not coming back in. Okay.
Oh, there's fat Birdo. See you later, Shams! Woo! How many times have you taken that bird out of here?
3 or 4 times.
It's just so hot that we have to keep
she keeps coming
the
in.
door
she comes
open.
In this door, then she comes in the front door, then she even comes in the door of the snug, the back door. And I don't think she's come in the end.
She just thinks it's such a kick-ass farmhouse renovation
Really
we've done.
confused.
I bet you she's like...
She thinks this is still the old shed that she used to come into.
I bet she's just trying to find a way to sign up to our Patreon. Links below. She's very happy with the build we're doing. She's just trying to show support, Claire. Good morning, folks. Miserable day outside. Bit of rain. Not too cold, not too windy, but a lot of rain. Torrential last night, which I suppose is really good for the garden, so everything's looking great out there. Growth is phenomenal, so bit of rain won't do any harm. What the hell? We put our animals to cleaning the garden every now and then. I see Lost is clearing up a little piece of plastic. Well done on the instructions, Rooney. Let me know if she's doing a bad job, okay? Good. What did I do yesterday? This job in here is taking Claire a little bit longer, so yesterday I took the opportunity to just sort out a little bit of our storage, and cause the rain was coming, I just put some Tyvek up. I might show you in a minute. I put some Tyvek up down there where we have this gully that just pours water in, and I just checked it out there and it did a good job actually, kept everything clean. I took a few things out of our storage which had gotten wet the last time, and I had them set on the new workbench just to dry them all out. So that's a bit of an ongoing job. I think I might spend a few hours this evening at that again. Fine summer weather from the West Cork rainforest. Woo! Holy shit. Our gutter's just given birth. Look at that! And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I built my rain deflector. Holy crap. Oh shit, it's deflecting the wrong way. Oh shit. Oh my god. I think I need to nail that up there. Yep. Maybe I'll just stand here a moment. Look at this! Waterfall in my fucking tool shed. But right now I have to do the cabinets. I put off doing the cabinets while Claire was doing the plastering, but as you can see, the plastering is still not fully dry. She just touched up a few bits last night. So I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to go ahead and get the cabinets ready, and she can just cover it up when the time comes. That sounds like the plan. It seems I'm back on cabinets. So I'll just give this place a little bit of a tidy up and we'll be good to go. Back to my trusty dishwasher bench. I mean, it ain't the worst job in the world. It's a bit tedious making all of these, but it is nice when you see it. Although it's been a good week. I can't find my tools. Okay, you are in the way. How about those chickens? I had a layout for the back wall of the kitchen. I don't know where all these are going. I guess I'll have to figure that out. Alright. To make a new cardboard pile. That's a big block. This is a new design. Exciting. It's chunky. Oh, what's that? What's that, Roo? And shelf. Let's keep the shelves there. Yo. Another one of those team-bobs. And I would say this is the floor. Yes. Floor, two sides. So, let's see if I remember this. There. 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 And there. Same on top. And does it fit?
Yes.
It'll keep falling out.
Well, I can't find the other piece that was in it.
Okay. Play it your way. And then we stand it up, right? This, I think, lacking a little bit of energy. You can't see with that door, come on. Let's get you around here. As I was saying, lacking a little bit of energy today because we had torrential downpours last night, as I said, but they've gotten very old in the caravan, very old. I had to listen extra long to podcast. The Joe Rogan podcast with Gad Sad, who is pretty cool. So when I'm sleeping, I kind of zone in and out of their conversation, and I do that because they have noise cancelling, the headphones, so can't hear the pitter patter of manky rain on the roof. Oh, I see. I think this is a complicated one because this maybe is where we're meant to be putting our sink, and I haven't that organized. Let me check. Many hours have passed, many sketches and re-sketches and diagrams and how we're gonna lay out the kitchen, and again, our plans seem to have changed between when we originally planned it and when we ordered it, and it's been so long we can't remember, but we think we've come up with a new idea. I'm going to build these cabinets and we are going to assemble and have a look. There's one large cabinet which is going to house the Belfast sink that needs to be cut because it's a custom fit, and I want to leave that to last just in case. So I'll try you on time lapse and let's bang out these cabinets. Okay, one cabinet built. Another 8 to go. Day's half gone. Good evening, everybody. What an awful day. Progress has been at a standstill because we've kind of got over the hang of it now, or we've got over the brunt of it. This has been the big difficulty. I bought a unit, a carcass unit here, for a sink that I bought. Now the sink is about 90, well, it says it's 89, it says it's 89 centimeters in width, so it's quite large. It's a double Belfast. It has two Belfast sinks, kind of a one. But when I had the 90 millimeter unit, it was just too small, and the 100 is just way too big. So we thought about chopping down one of the 100 carcasses, and I'm actually not sure the weight of it would work on these legs. They seem very feeble, and that sink is super duper heavy. I don't know if we showed you the sink already, but this is it. It's a nice double Belfast, and oh my god, is it heavy. Crazy heavy. So what I've decided to do is to measure up, get all the units in line, and build a frame. Build a frame down here that's going to be super strong, that it'll take the weight of the sink, full of dishes and pots and full of water. So I'm going to make a super duper strong one. We have two cabinets on this side, which they're fine. I'm just going to level them. So this corner is the most important piece to level. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Coming down along, we have a cabinet here. We have a dishwasher here. We have a nice gift from my sister, kind of a wine cooler here. And whatever the difference is, I'm just going to make a birch ply kind of shelving unit, kind of the same as the doors we're going to do. I'm not quite sure how that's going to end, but I have the wood for that. At the back of it then, this is all going to be seating. So they're the sort of stools we have, very cheap again, B&Q stools, and those are like 30 euros on offer or something. But we're going to have about 3 meters, should take 4 of them at the back. So I need to just level this, get it all nice and level. I want this actually a nice bit higher than the cabinets at the back. Then I get a laser line onto the wall. I can build a frame that's going to support it. I can get all the cabinets then level with that frame. I can put a little bit of reinforcements for the breakfast bar side and throw down some chipboard and start to frame out the work surface, which, like everything, we're going to do ourselves. But the whole day was spent with Clare trying to figure out placement, and the biggest problems were the strength we needed for this Butler sink, this Belfast sink, and the placement of this, because we weren't sure whether to use the spare shelves in here, and then what we put on the side, because this has to attach to something. In the end, we just think to have a birch ply shelf unit, kind of similar to the doors, was probably going to be the best. So I'm terribly sorry. It does feel like not a lot of progress, but that's the reality of it. It's about 7 o'clock now. I'll probably do another hour or so, just trying to get the levels here perfect. Kira has put on dinner under Claire's instructions, so I'll probably work till then and start again in the morning. I'll check in again in the morning. Catch you later.